Good evening, good afternoon, wherever you find yourselves in this weird, wild, wacky world of ours. And welcome to, my first scene STing in Mage the. Wow, I didn't actually know the name and I forgot it for a moment and I read it as Mage the Keckening and I'm just like, oh, fuck my life. Mage the
Actually,
Darkness Finds.
yeah, that's what I was about to say. It was the Darkness Pines.
I know. But this evening, several enterprising young mages who have seen or noticed many unusual or peculiar occurrences are going to conglomerate in order to discuss the happenings and the happenstances of the day. So I will let them decide where it is they decide to conclave.
Most likely at that coffee shop, right? The one that seems to be where we just hang out.
The one that we got shot in at?
Oh, not that one. No, wait, no, that's right. He probably has PTSD now. I should talk to Grog about that. Anyway.
Let's not go back. Okay.
Yeah.
How about, we got shot in a Starbucks, so how about we go to a coffee shop that isn't Starbucks, because I have caffeine addiction, and so he needs some of that.
Let's just go to a place that
coffee.
isn't popular and filled with people.
Good idea.
So a coffee shop, just
Dude, we can go to a Denny's.
A mom and pop coffee shop. That's really good.
Yeah, just so you know, if you guys message him to come over there, he actually leaves insanely early and he's just fuming. Like, he's way earlier than he should be.
I'll message you and say, dude, you alright?
No, I'm not.
I'm assuming this is in caps?
Yes.
Well, come by X. Well, we're hanging out talking about this weird stuff that's been going on.
Okay.
Well, he's on his way.
Yeah.
He'll look to Satoshi and say, well, he's on his way. He's been doing okay.
I have been doing fine. And yourself?
Well, I guess I don't really know. But he just shrugs. Just taking it easy.
He nods. Perhaps a nice, relaxing evening off for a cup of coffee might be able to help you.
The waitress will bustle over to your table at this moment. She has kind of lank red hair that falls down to the small of her back. She's not so attractive that you would give her a second look, but she clicks her pen twice and she says, and what can I get for you two this evening?
You guys got hot chocolate?
We do indeed, sir.
I'd like some hot chocolate, please.
Wonderful. What size and with cream and marshmallows?
Probably medium. No cream, yes to the marshmallows.
Wonderful. She'll note that down. And you, sir?
Coffee, please. Thank you.
Black, sugar, sweetener?
Black is fine.
Yes, sir. She will proceed to go back behind the serving into the serving area.
Then you see Jacob enter, and he looks like he's visibly pissed off, and he's muttering, "Freaking games, not freaking loading," and like he starts biting his nails, like,
Hey, and he'll kind of, toss his hand over and say, "Come on," and he'll scoot over.
He'll sit down, be like, "This is the literal worst. You don't understand."
No, it's not.
This is not the worst.
Well, it's not like blood dripping from the walls kind of crazy, but it's still, I want to play my game!
I don't know what to say to that, honestly, dude.
There is
Take
no
care of
need to
yourself.
be so loud.
Anyway, we just ordered drinks. She'll be coming by, hopefully, to pick up your order. Maybe coffee is a good idea.
At this point, boys and girls, the lights that are currently on in this small coffee shop establishment flicker on and off for a split second.
Satoshi's gonna look over to Bentley. He's just got that look of, oh my god, I am too tired to deal with this shit. And he'll just say, I'm going to take that as a possible bad sign. Do you wish to get our drinks and leave?
I don't know anymore.
Ace looks at both of them and he just is nodding, his eyes like slightly twitching.
Honestly, if something bad happens, I just want to just be sitting down, relaxing, having a hot chocolate. Anyway, but Jacob, Ace, right?
Ace, you don't know his name is Jacob. You know it as Ace.
Oh yeah, that's right. I would say so. Ace, what's been going on? You mentioned like something not going in correctly or something like that.
So, I've been trying to work on developing my games and everything. I can't download freaking anything. The stupid power surge is messing everything up.
Yeah, there's been a lot of these weird energies, I guess, going around. I keep seeing them over there. But you notice that he has like these almost like these Google glasses on, kind of. Like a thin band with some kind of lens around his eyes.
Why are you wearing that, man?
It's got a heads-up display on here, and it also lets me. It can take in. It's weird to explain, but basically, it lets me see things that normally my eyes can't see.
At this point, the lights flicker on and off again, this time momentarily longer than the first.
Look, I'm
Ace is
telling
rubbing
you,
his temples.
we probably just need to get our drinks and leave.
I guess evening stroll won't be so bad.
And now you
But-
just jinxed it.
Everything's fucking jinxed.
Hey, all this crazy stuff started happening when you popped into my room, sir. So I don't know about like him jinxing things.
Hey, that's not fair.
So you wish
That's-
to blame me because of something I could not control?
That's
have
why you
it.
shouldn't
I
have
don't
said that.
know.
You talk about how you have it so bad, but at least you are still in the place where you were born. At least you're still near your home. My home is in Japan.
Wait,
Every-
you didn't tell me that. I'm
Every
sorry.
one of your cell phones simultaneously buzzes.
Oh boy. And he'll check his phone.
Okay. You all have the same message on your phone. Dash, dash, comma, hashtag, hashtag, exclamation mark, dash, comma.
Dash, dash, comma. Say that one more time?
Dash, comma, exclamation mark, dash, dash. No, colon, dash, dash, comma. There we go. And the number there is no there is no receiving number. That area of the phone message is blank.
With any of our actually no, that wouldn't make sense.
Could I use intelligence enigmas to maybe see what this might be?
By all means.
Okay. Does the specialty bright apply?
Yes.
What is the difficulty?
The difficulty will be standard depth.
That 2 successes.
Honestly, this seems to be gibberish.
Can I do intelligence computers to see if there's anything like, if it's a code or a message?
By all means.
Seems-
Does the intelligence specialty sheer brilliance apply?
For you, Kim, always.
Okay, well then that's 3 successes. If that changes anything.
On what?
On the thingy, it's int enigmas.
No,
That-
as a matter of fact, you're even more certain. There is no logical causality to it. It's not. The numbers or the symbols don't mean anything. It appears to just be completely random.
Oh wait, I rolled the wrong amount of dice. Dang it. Computers. Until I have 4 dice. What am I doing rolling 6?
I don't know, cheating.
No, I mean 8. Like I have 4 and 4.
I'm only kidding with you. Don't worry about it.
Okay, 3
Damn, you
successes.
failed. Oh wait, no, you got it.
Actually, 4 if you one of those explode for like his computer specialty and programming and.
Yes, once again, this is entirely gibberish. This is not any meaningful computer code or series or cipher.
That's
Okay.
This is fucking weird. It doesn't mean anything.
The thing is we all got it.
I guess that's what the meaning is.
Everything is shorting out, maybe.
I'm gonna look at other if anyone else in the coffee shop like is looking at their phones and maybe looking bewildered.
No one else.
Why would
Liars.
it be just our phones?
It is at this point in time that the door opens, and 2 men in black suits and mirror shades enter.
Motherfucker.
Bentley isn't really paying attention to him. He's just on his phone like, well, this is weird. If the hot chocolate comes, he's just gonna take a sip.
Yeah,
Ace will put the phone in his pocket and be quiet.
have the
Sorry.
drinks arrived yet?
The girl is just walking towards you with them.
Woo.
Democracy bastards, though. Making me do a heckin' scared.
Oh, by the way, Kim,
no.
every because you can passively see spirits. The Umbral. Do you passively see into the Shadowlands or into the Umbra?
Everywhere.
I see everywhere.
Like,
Okay.
okay, it's a 4-dot merit. Okay, you can see and hear all varieties of spirits, changelings, wraiths, and similar entities. Reduces the difficulty of all spirit magic by 2. This ability is a mixed blessing. Seeing them is not a choice, it's a normal part of your vision.
That's fine. The spirits that were actively, kind of conglomerating in the coffee shop, spirits of the actual beverages themselves, spirits of the enjoyment thereof, have actively started to avoid and are moving quickly away from the 2 individuals who have just entered.
Satoshi's just gonna look over at the other 2, and he's just gonna kind of whisper, "We probably should leave. There is something odd going on with the 2 gentlemen that just entered."
I mean, if you really mean it.
All of the spirits are now moving away from them.
I would think it would be best not to make a scene, though. They'll immediately find it suspicious if we get up and they are still in the doorway.
Let's just I don't know. Let's just chill and have our drinks and whatever.
He nods and looks over at Bentley and says what he said.
Satoshi does not look very happy.
I just kind of look at Satoshi and kind of give a look of like almost a reassuring look as he just kind of sips the hot cocoa he probably received from the waitress, and he'll give her the money. in cash.
One of the two individuals at the door has started to make a V line through the restaurant towards you.
Is that enough of a sign for you guys now?
Yeah, I think we better go.
They're
Like, is
coming
he
towards us
running?
now.
Like, are they coming for that ass, or is he just kind of like walking in that very official manner?
He's walking in the
Towards
very
us.
official manner.
Okay. Bentley's actually going to be like, if you guys... I mean, he's already coming over. Fuck it. Let's see what he says.
He lays two gloved hands on the table and leans in very close to you so you can hear what he's saying without him having to raise his voice. Reality deviants, you will please come outside.
What?
Oh, see, I just want to say, I fucking knew it.
Oh no, I totally knew they were technocrats.
Yeah,
I knew they were technocrats, like, because
but like
I don't know what the fucking technocrats.
our characters don't know this.
Yeah, but Satoshi was all like, guys, weird people, spirits running away from them.
I guess Bentley just doesn't honestly know what to do, so he's just that's what he says to the guy. He's just, what?
Yeah, my character is just kind of like looking like, what do you mean?
Reality deviants, you will please join me outside.
I'm guessing that's not a request.
What are reality deviants?
He very calmly straightens up and in one kind of flick of his wrist, he moves both hands down his suit to correct any crease that may have happened as he leant down, and he says, please, please, this way. And he gestures.
Okay. Ace will kind of stand up.
He's
Man, I didn't get any coffee.
I mean, quick question. Do you guys have any sights that you passively have up? Other than Kim, who is basically a walking, talking special sight.
Maybe.
Probably matter. He likes seeing like what things are composed of and stuff like that a lot of the time.
Okay. Holy crap, this guy's made of metal.
Honestly, Ace doesn't have anything up. He doesn't really know a lot about magic yet.
That's fine. Once again, for the purposes of the matter side, there is no people in there. This is entirely made of metal.
He just looks at him and goes, Satoshi, you can see his eyes like go wide, like whoa, kind of whoa kind of look, and he just goes, he kind of changes his tune immediately and goes, very well.
He will very politely take one step back from the table and use one of his arms that he will lift up to kind of gesture towards the door. And he will basically, assuming you file out, he will walk behind you.
All right.
Okay. It is raining. Mm-hmm.
I'm just kind of giving a look to Satoshi of kind of like the weren't like a almost like I can't describe it right now, so never mind.
Okay. Is it just that look of, I don't know what this dude is?
Kind of like he kind of gives a look to him like, what the fuck? And then just kind of goes back and keeps walking, I guess.
Oh no, that look is never good.
The other one, you note, by the way, coincidentally, Mr. Matterside, the other one is also not human and is made entirely of metal. So, but also, both of them contain compounds that you cannot identify. They are not native to the periodic table of Earth.
If Evan, does it start with a P? If so, it actually hurts his eyes.
Okay. There you go. Enjoy that slight amount of eye pain.
Premium can suck a dick.
Oh, fuck. And he'll just take off his glasses and then fold them up and put them in his jacket. Like, Ow.
Is everything all right?
Mm. I don't know, I guess. Just my fucking eyes hurt.
As you walk towards the door, the other one will very calmly open click, the door and stand backwards to let you out.
He'll just exit.
Yeah,
Go on.
Ace will follow him.
They will close the door after you. The outside of the building, as I've said, it is raining, torrential buckets of rain in sheets that is coming down. As you step outside, in near perfect unison, both of them will open umbrellas over you. And they will kind of usher you towards a black town car / limousine that is seated outside.
Oh boy. He actually says that out loud.
What are we in the movie Men in Black?
He kind of looks to one of the men and says, "Look, can we at least know where we're going or where that car is going? Because I think that'll make us feel a little bit more secure about going inside."
Yeah, and if we're not gonna go see aliens or something.
And then Bentley facepalm.
One of the two blinks. It's you now start to notice as you look it deep in the eyes, because you can see them just underneath the mirror shade. The eyes are dead, almost fish eyes, and it answers, "The director wishes to speak with you."
Well, at least as a title. I'm guessing we don't have much of a choice, he says to the man.
You are currently under no obligation due to the ceasefire. The director, however, wishes to speak with you.
Well, maybe we should. It's a little unnerving, but...
Well, I heard ceasefire, so honestly, good enough for me. And he'll just go almost kind of a little bit too bravely to the limousine.
Okay. One of them will step forward and open the door and will bow their head very slightly as you step in.
And he'll get inside. Try not to get too wet.
After you, Satoshi.
Bentley obviously looks on his face that he knows that this is a very serious situation. Anything could happen.
Yes, Toshi will enter as well.
And then Ace will enter right after Satoshi.
I'd like to point out of character before I continue, Jesus Christ, I'd expected you to run for the fucking hills through the kitchen or some shit, but okay.
Look, Satoshi wanted to, but...
Look, this is my fault. This is my fuck up. I'll take full responsibility for it. And as a bonus...
We don't know!
You get a free Kim do something stupid action.
Okay.
Oh my god, my conscience has just told me I can do something. The last time my conscience let me do whatever and I did something stupid, my character ended up a lawn gnome.
You see seated in the car opposite you, because there's the two rows of seating, one facing away from the driver's seat and one facing towards it. On the seat that is facing away from the driver's seat as you clamber into the car, there is a rather thin-looking man with a wiry mustache that droops down ever so slightly past his lips. He's got white hair and he's wearing what looks to be a very crisp business suit, but he's wearing a lab coat over it. Ah, welcome, my Lieblings. Would you please care to take a seat?
Well, I'm already sitting.
I mean, we're in a car. We gotta be sitting.
Ah, my apologies. English is such a clumsy language, wouldn't you agree?
It has its problems. I guess every language has its quirks.
Indeed. May I was so rude. I do apologize. May I offer you a drink to replace those that you undoubtedly have to leave? What would your poison be?
I'm honestly good, thanks.
Oh, come now. It is the least I can do.
He kind of looks uncomfortable, and he's just kind of looking like he's just shaking his head no, and he just says, "Look, I just kind of lost my appetite entirely, if I'm honest. A little bit nervous, I guess."
Oh, my poor boy. And you too, may I offer you some refreshment, perhaps?
Ace will kind of like smile slightly and be like, thanks, but no thanks.
Oh, if you... 2 out of 3 people will come to question my hospitality. And you, young man, may I offer you something?
No, thank you.
Most disappointing. He places a finger on... There is a flat surface that's not quite a table between you. It more looks like an extension of his arm on his chair. And he says, Scotch. Scottish. 1832, I think, was a good year. At which point it materializes in front of you out of thin air in a swirling mass of vapor before the glass sits there about 2 to 3 seconds later, and he sips the scotch. It truly is excellent. Are you sure I can't offer you something?
Perhaps some,
Oh, go ahead.
perhaps some coffee?
Of course. Just plain. Would you like milk, sugar?
Plain is fine.
Very good. 1 plain Brazilian roast, please. It will once again suitably materialize, at which point he will hand it to you.
Ace will just kind of be like, if you got a monster laying around, I'll have one of those.
I've never understood you teenagers or young people and your fixation with drinking bull reproductive agents, but you may do as you see fit. Presses it and says, Eins can of Monster energy drink. What flavor would you like?
Just regular.
Regular, please. And once again, it materializes, and he will hand you the can. Where are my manners? My apologies. My name is Director Königstaaten. It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Now then, don't tell me, please. Let me guess. You are Mr. Bishop. You are Mr. Cooper. And you, of course, must be Mr. Satoshi, hey?
Ace is blinking, like, okay.
What can I say? I like to keep abreast of things in the city. And you gentlemen are all very famous in your own way, you know.
I'm sorry?
You gentlemen are all very famous in your own way.
Am I finally getting the recognition for being a video game designer? He smiles weakly.
No. Those silly pixels you think you put together into art are nothing but a childish rendition, but that is neither here nor there.
Hey, it's on the path to making virtual worlds. Who knows how far that child stuff could get? But hey.
So, now then, have you not been told who I am?
No, I'm sorry. If we should, I don't know if that's on us or not.
Oh, not at all. I had expected you to be taught better. My apologies. It is so complicated when one must deal with reality deviance. Where are my manners? My full title is Hermann Kohlstaffen. I am director and Chief of Research and Development for the North Atlantic Seaboard for Iteration X, and a member of the Technocratic Union. A pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Technocratic Union?
Hey, maybe they like. I mean, they like technology, I guess.
Bentley, I need you to make a will roll, difficulty 8, because of one of your flaws.
Successes, goddamn.
Okay. So instead of not remembering what these guys are, you remember exactly what your grandfather has told you about them, which was generally been don't get in their way and run away if you can.
Well,
And
I just remember, and he looks like he remembered something. He's like, shit. That's why I got in the van. Satoshi.
Oh, so I was wondering, as you three are so new to the game, as it were, new pieces on the board, I was wondering if perhaps traditions had any concept as to why it is the city is experiencing blackouts and power failures.
I couldn't fucking tell you, man.
Oh,
I don't know what's causing it, but it's pissing me off.
I'm sure it is.
I mean, we've been noticing it, I guess, but he just shrugs like, we don't know. We barely know what's going on with any of, and he just kind of gestures this, and he just kind of, and he's telling the truth.
So, this is most unfortunate. Very unfortunate indeed, my poor little Lieblings. I had thought you might have some information for me that would have made this journey all the worthwhile. All fair. He smiles. However, I have at least gotten to enjoy your company. That is something, no?
I suppose. Are we good to go? Because honestly, man, I'm not feeling comfortable here. I'd like to leave.
Have I done anything to make you feel uncomfortable, sir? My apologies.
I'll be honest with you, something's off. But look, you technically haven't done anything. I'm not saying it's you. It's just, I just don't have a good feeling. I would like to leave.
Oh, I quite understand this feeling. As I have said, you are more than free to go. I would, however, be very interested in, how to phrase, the cessation of these power surges and spikes. Yeah, perhaps you might be able to help me in this way. I would be eternally grateful.
He just looks at you and goes, look, he's kind of thinking for a little bit. And he says, he just kind of looks at the guy and says, he kind of just says, look, I don't know if I personally can, no.
That is always the problem with your traditions. So easy to fold, thinking that all is impossible.
Again, I don't know what you mean by that.
You've never been taught, boy.
I guess I just only got started.
He will extend his hand and he will say, "May I see one of your cell phones for a moment?"
Ace is looking at Bentley.
I would say I'm gonna tell him. I'm sorry, but no.
What about you, Mr. What about you, Jacob? May I see yours? And yes, he called you Jacob.
No. It's been acting funny. You should probably ask Satoshi. He says with a slight smile.
You fuck.
Bentley just holds the bridge of his nose. Jesus.
You know what? Fine. Satoshi will fucking nut up, since nobody else seems to be wanting to nut up. He'll pull out his phone, and he'll hand it to the dude. Of course, it is, all in Japanese, though.
That's fine. He appears to be able to navigate it without much problem. He places it down on the same pad where he previously replicated the drinks, and he presses a button, and he will then hand it back for you. Kim, when you look down at it, the phone, there's a tiny little icon that looks like a microchip, but it's got very large chibi eyes, and you can all hear this as it says in Japanese. Only Kim will understand it. "Hello, my name is Spiral. I'm here to help you today, and to help you understand the glories of the Technocratic Union."
Bentley is just giving you a look like that's not, like, basically a look of that's not good.
Yeah, Ace is kind of looking at you like, oh god.
Satoshi will just kind of look at it and blink and then look back up to the director and just kind of say, "I'm assuming if we need to get back into contact with you, just press the button."
"I'm not just a button, sir. I am a new automated system for your convenience. And I'm happy to serve you." He will say, "Yes, that is indeed the case." And now he's speaking in Japanese, but he still has the German accent.
Oh my god. That must sound
Japanese
like
German.
Would you like Evan to speak Japanese in a German accent? He can do it.
Let's hear this monstrosity.
ワイソカイナの好きかのですき。在庫ワイオスキ在のは。
Sounds like something out of the 13th fucking gate of hell.
Okay. The car will stop. The car up to this point has been driving around casually, and it will stop, and the door will pop open.
And he'll just kind of give a nod to the director and say, "Well, it's been an interesting conversation.
I
Hope you do all right for yourself."
I look forward to watching your career, Mr. Cooper.
We'll see, I guess. And he'll give a nod to him and he'll get the fuck out of the car. Very calmly.
Ace is calmly going out of the car too.
Okay. By the way, Kim, as you step out of the car, you actually realize this. You can see Spiral both in this world and in the Umbra.
Oh, fucking joy.
Mm-hmm.
This is gonna be amazing.
For Grog's purposes, because Grog is here, Spiral will answer any question on the technocracy that the technocracy does not deem to be important or, eyes only. It's basically there as a PR tool, so it'll tell them any basic crap they want to know.
Hey, wow, okay.
Yeah.
That's very interesting.
Yeah.
Have fun with that.
That thing's probably tracking this too.
Yeah, probably.
Because
By the way-
when... Oh, go ahead.
Hey, Ziggy, Bishop, take out your phone.
I look at the phone.
Hello, sir. My name is Spiral. Hello, sir. My name is Spiral.
Oh god.
Okay. As he leaves, he's going to take his phone and walk away and go around a corner and shit like that. And as he's walking, he is going to break the phone and throw it in the trash. And he is going to head back to the Horizon Realm. Or make his way back.
Okay.
Ace is looking at his phone and he's like going like, I want to get rid of this, but I don't. I have this college debt and this is my phone and I don't want to lose it.
Coincidentally, where he has dropped you off is rather superfluous or rather important because he has left you just outside Central Park West, where it is the robbery of the museum took place. Important, no.
Okay. So you probably would have.
We heard bad things about Central Park, yo. Like, we're not supposed to go there.
You can see the park. It is across the main road from you, but you are very much outside of Central Park.
Hey,
So-
Satoshi, you can see all the things. Satoshi, there's about 80 things in that park that are now staring directly at you.
I'm getting them. I'm just looking at them like, let's get the fuck out of here.
Oh, only Satoshi can see them.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Well, like, it doesn't matter if he's looking or not. Like, he just has that look anyway. It doesn't matter if the spirits are there or not. He just has that look. And you probably saw him, like, at a certain point, like, throw something in the trash.
You know what? Satoshi will just kind of wave to him and continue on with the group.
Like he said,
Who are
he's
you
like
waving
signaling to.
Okay.
They're starting to approach the boundaries, but they're not leaving Central Park. And you can see various people, like the ones that you can see look like hobos, and one of them has a very dirty-looking knife and is just staring at you.
God damn it, Grog. Why do you create murder hobos wherever we go? Okay.
I'm heading back to the library.
Okay.
That's what I'm doing.
Okay. Satoshi and Bishop, what are you doing?
Ace wants to follow Bentley. Like, he still wants to stick with Satoshi, but he's like wanting to follow Bentley too, though.
Where's Satoshi going?
So does Satoshi know about the shit that happened at the museum earlier?
Yes, it's been all over the news. Also, Kim, you can see the wraiths still there. Kind of, they still have the masks on their faces, writhing and screaming, but no one can hear.
Oh, man. Yeah, Satoshi will head that way then, to the museum, to the wraiths, 'cause it's just kind of like, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, ooh. So now I'm in a position where it's like, follow Bentley, follow Satoshi. Follow Bentley, follow Satoshi.
You know what?
And he
Satoshi
kind
will
of gestures to like for you guys to come. But that's about it.
Satoshi will just look and look over at Ace and just kind of motion with his hand towards Bentley and just say, "There's a couple things that I want to see and a few people I need to ask questions. Feel free to continue on without me. I will catch up eventually."
It is at this moment, standing at the end. Okay, so the building itself is a rather long, large building that serves as a museum. You are standing rather close to its opening foyer, where there's still police tape and a cordon. However, standing at the end of the road, dressed in a long black coat and a very pale skin, with kind of almost looking like a neo-goth, there is someone standing with you know one of those placard boards that you would see people hold up when they're in airports and they're waiting for someone.
Mm-hmm.
That has all 3 of your names on them.
No, it doesn't look good at all. Yes, Toshi
Sorry.
right over there. I don't know if the others are gonna go and join.
Okay, he told him to follow Bentley, but like Ace, knowing what happened over at the museum, he would probably just go over to where Satoshi's going. Be like, "Hey, Bentley, if Satoshi's going over there, we probably should go."
That is a horrible line of thinking.
Well, remember, did you guys walk with him? Because he was walking away.
Yeah,
Yes.
Bentley was walking, or Ace was walking with him. Satoshi wasn't.
Okay.
Okay,
I'll say-
no, Ace kind of was looking back and forth to figure out who he was going to follow.
Yeah, Bentley probably turned a corner by now. Like, you don't see him anymore.
Well, no, my point is that before you hit the corner, you will notice there's a man standing there in a long black overcoat, long black trench coat with silver buttons, kind of pale, long black hair, who's holding a sign that has all 3 of your names on it in very fancy handwritten writing. Almost like have you seen people stand in airports waiting with names on plaques?
Yeah.
Yeah, similar to that.
He's gonna pretend he doesn't exist. And I also have Arcane too.
Mm-hmm. A hand will very quickly go out as you attempt to pass him by to block you.
Kind of looks at him. You're not gonna let me pass, are you?
He'll quirk his head to the side and he'll say, "Why is it that you people are always so happy to run, run, run? Interesting.
I just want to go home."
I get that. However, my master wants a word with you." By the way, Kim, did your passive ability... Oh, yeah. Kim, you know how
Yes.
you have spirit sight up all the time?
Yeah.
His aura is painful to look at. It's like brilliant colors that constantly keep changing, but they're almost painful for the human eye to look at.
Sounds like either he's on some really fucking strong drugs or he's a changeling.
So he's gonna say to the guy, am I obligated to talk with this person?
Well, considering how friendly my master and your lot have been to now, I think it might be in your best interest. Sonny Jim.
Please just say it clearly. If I try to pass you again, are bad things gonna happen to me?
People always so concerned with themselves and not the big picture. You can go if you want, Mr. Bentley Cooper. That's entirely up to you.
Thank you. And he leaves.
Okay? I sense, the figure says as he puts his sign away. He kind of breaks it and then puts it into his coat. That you, Mr. Satoshi, care about those poor, mouthless, wordless, accursed beings that are currently languishing in there.
He just kind of curtly nods.
My master wants to let you help them.
Ace kind of looks at Satoshi, then looks at this man, then looks at Satoshi. He's like, "Oh God."
You get, as he walks closer to you, you feel an eminent sense of wrongness coming from him. Like, dear Lord should not be.
Yes, if you do not wish to be here, you are free to leave. I can deal with
No,
these.
I'd rather not leave you alone.
Are you saying it like I am some child?
No, I'm saying it like you're a friend, and friends don't leave friends alone with.
Yet your other friend has left, and he could get into trouble as well.
He's going home.
Do you
At
know
least
most?
that's he smiles. At least that's where he thinks he's going.
He'll blink at that statement and then run after Bentley.
So she's just sitting there all smug, like yeah, that's what I fucking thought.
Okay, so the figure will extend his hand to Satoshi and he'll say, I think that you're one who likes to see what really is the world. Not that lovely, shiny, sparkly veneer, but what's underneath, what makes it pump. Am I right?
He just sort of nods again.
Very well then. My master's expecting you. Shall we go and have tea?
That sounds like some Hollywood bullshit. But Satoshi will nod and
I will tell you, he is 100% not a follow-up.
oh no, I'm getting fucking Gravedigger flashbacks. I feel like I like
It's because of the accent, Kim. I can
I need
only
to
do
go-
so many of them.
Part of me
watch
is
myself being
part of me is like slowly echoing in the back of my mind. Shadow Court.
It's also not a changeling.
yeah, because Satoshi would have
I
seen
don't give a
him
shit.
there actually. Adam's just Adam's what is that little thing? I don't know what the fuck just happened, but I don't really care. I'm gonna get the fuck out of shut up. Anyway, my apologies. Yeah, Satoshi will just follow the dude.
Okay. I'm going to switch over to Bentley and Ace for a moment. Ace, what is your dexterity plus athletics, please?
Okay. Dexterity plus athletics is 4. 3 dex, 1 athletics.
Do you want to? How fast was Bentley moving?
Like not necessarily like walking fast, but at a brisk pace.
Okay. How are you getting home?
Electricity's getting weird, so he doesn't want to take the subway. He's trying to take a bus.
Roll me willpower difficulty 7 this time.
3 successes.
Hooray!
You know, there was this really bad feeling down in the subway. Not only about the power, but just this odd feeling of something was watching you, hated you, and wanted to murder you. You remember that quite clearly now, though you might have forgotten it earlier.
Murder.
Oh, and then he's just like, oh shit, yeah, fuck. And then he gets away from the fucking subway. So he's gonna just take the bus. Know that he knows the routes pretty well. He lives here, so.
Okay, Ash, you or Ace, you will catch up to him at the bus stop.
You okay, man?
Yeah, I'm okay. I don't know why you guys are staying.
I wasn't wanting to stay. I was trying to keep an eye on Satoshi, but that man mentioned that something might happen to you. That's why
Wait, what the fuck did he say?
I don't know. It was really fucking ominous. So
He just kind of has his hands on his palm, head in his palms, and Satoshi isn't leaving.
no, he's not, which I think is pretty dumb, but that's his decision.
The number 37A bus pulls up. It is the bus you require.
Is it the one that Ace requires too?
Well, if you're going with Bentley, then yes.
Okay.
And he'll
There's
say,
a
he'll actually look at the, for some reason I'm having the instinct, and then he's probably having the instinct to look at the driver. What is the driver, like, what feeling do I get from the driver?
the
Just like
driver
a
looks
normal-
like an average New Yorker. He's kind of slumped over the wheel a little bit. He's got very tan skin, rather hairy arms that you can see. He's wearing the bus driver's cap.
Anybody on the bus?
Couple of people.
He'll say.
How do they look?
Fine.
He'll say. Then he'll look to Ace and say, "Look, I don't think it's a good idea if we do anything that these people seem to want us to do. I want to get the fuck out of here. I just have a really bad feeling, man, and I can't shake it."
No, I totally understand. Like, there's more than enough crazy since everything started being a little crazy.
Hey, you're still getting on the bus or what?
He'll look and say, yeah, and I'm getting on the bus.
Ace will
Okay.
follow in right after him.
When the bus doors close after you, time freeze. Moving back to Kim. Hi, Kim.
Yo.
How are you?
Well, yourself?
Not too bad. The creepy guy leads you down a back alley to what looks because if we recall correctly, all plot in Hong Kong must take place in alleyways if you're a Hessian. Regardless what happens, it's an alleyway. No, he will then turn and he will open a door that is obviously to a disused lot. A kind of a large disused lot. Clearly the building had been pulled down for some kind of clerical purpose or was being rebuilt. But he will kind of bow his head very deeply and hold out his hand to gesture for you to go into the door, through the door.
Yep. And Toshi will go ahead and
Oh.
go through.
Okay. As you walk through, you feel almost as if you've been turned upside down and then flipped straight back onto your feet. So it's a very discombobulating feeling for about less than 2 seconds. But then you suddenly find yourself, you are hit with the immediate smell of sweat and alcohol. And you find that you are stood in a dimly lit room with a bar running along one end. At one end, where a man is currently cleaning a glass. And there are several poles which are occupied by strippers in various different states of undress, as men shout and scream and holler at them, thrusting money towards them in small denomination. The figure who brought you here is standing right behind you.
He'll kind of wrinkle his nose and just wait for the dude to lead him.
Oh, congratulations, Bentley and Ash and Ace. You arrive in the exact same place 20 seconds later.
What?
Yep. Oh, if it helps, you're about 10 seconds later than we thought you'd be.
Bentley just looks. He actually looks just kind of depressed and he kind of looks. He just says, "Just get on with it. What do you want?"
OOC, what happened? I just walked away for a second.
Basically, when the door of the bus closed behind you, when you step through the portal, aka the actual doorway of the bus, it felt as if you were flipped upside down and then forced onto your feet incredibly quickly. And then in less than a second, you find yourself stood in a really seedy-looking strip joint.
Damn.
Now I actually have to start using pictures. There we go. I think this is a good picture to use.
I'll just say, well, he would have told the guy, like, "Oh, let's get on with it then."
The woman I have pictured, whom only Kim can see the true form of, and Kim, the true form of is what you see, walks towards you and smiles sweetly. And she says, "Oh, so lovely to see you, gentlemen. You're the master's guests, then, yeah?"
I'm getting fucking flashbacks from Jasper, goddamn.
Exactly.
Yes.
Oh no, what if his master is the fucking Iron Duke?
It's not the Iron Duke.
Look.
It may be worse, but it's not the Iron Duke.
He'll just say, whatever you want to call it. Look, I guess he wants to talk to us, from what I've heard.
Oh, yes. He does. She gets... okay, how are you all dressed? Because I never actually asked, and I probably should have. So, how is Ace dressed? I'm just going to go down the line as I have them.
He's very casual, wearing some nerdy clothes.
So, are you wearing a t-shirt or a button-up, or...
T-shirt.
Okay. Satoshi?
Satoshi is wearing black shoes and slacks, a white button-down shirt, and a black little trench coat to go along with it.
Okay. And last but not least, what is our fine VA wearing?
He's wearing kind of urban kind of clothing, very simple, minimalistic design. He's got a cobalt blue backpack on, and just seemingly looks pretty, I guess, what do you call it? What do you call the word? Incognito, but, if you pay attention to the guy, he's got some okay clothes.
Okay. She will move very, very close to Satoshi, and she breathes him in, like... and she runs her hand down your chest, pressing herself into you.
One second, Evan. There appears to be something in the way now getting between the two.
Oh my.
Oh my.
Yeah, hold on. Yeah, hold on. I gotta find the picture.
For a second, I thought it was going to be his avatar just kind of showing up, being like, bitch, you want to touch my man?
That's who it is. Hold on.
Hooray!
Oh, no.
Oh,
no! I have a couple of images. I just gotta find a good one.
Oh.
Excellent.
Yay!
Oh, no.
This is what happens when there's two plots in a scene.
Oh,
We apologize for nothing in advance.
I apologize for nothing.
he's gonna
I
come
just,
and die.
Cole was about to literally say as he was touching her, if she was touching him, dude, come on, personal. I don't know if he's comfortable with that. Let's give some personal space, dude.
This is probably happening right before.
Right.
Oh, man.
No, mine! And this woman dressed as you seen, just yanks Satoshi into midair, 3 to 4 feet away, and probably about 5 feet up in the air.
Oh wow.
It's kind of sighs and it's just hanging there.
And he'll just look and just kind of give a raised eyebrow.
Ace face palms and he's like, when will my life be normal again?
Your life being normal. I'm the one in the air.
The obvious succubus smiles and she says, "Well, what can I say? I'm greedy. I wouldn't want to share you with the likes of that."
Look, if you guys want to start this cat fight, could you do it off in a corner?
Come with me, gentlemen. Yeah. My master will see you now.
Satoshi, your avatar lets you down, but is now clinging to you like mine. No one else is mine. And it's giving death glares all across the room, and literally hisses at one of them.
Satoshi, this is for Satoshi because she can perceive this. As you notice all the patrons' eyes on you, you notice every one of them has the weird shifting colors in their aura, and every one of them has baleful red eyes.
Oh, man. I don't know about this, Rick. It doesn't seem good. It doesn't seem safe.
The figure walks behind the bar and opens a door, and you see an opulent office with red walls, with books, shelves crammed against one another on each uncovered area. And you see, I have to get his picture. There he is. You see this individual seated behind a large black mahogany desk. My guests, welcome. Please do come in, won't you? May I offer you a seat, some refreshment, perhaps?
I don't need any drinks. Thank you.
Yeah, I think I'm good.
I will point out for Grog, as the avatar attempts to walk through the door, it will be as if she is repulsed away by an invisible wall that is at the door itself. Like, boop.
Oh, okay.
No.
What level did you take this at? Hold on, I gotta look at this to see how far. So yeah, like dark magics are now being tossed like willy-nilly at the door, but nothing's going through it. And by dark magics, I mean things that should like rupture normal mortals, like pattern asunder.
We will have no more interruptions. At which point the door just slams closed.
I suddenly feel even less safe than when we were in that car.
She is so going to bitch at me for this later.
Oh, don't worry about it. I'm gonna look at the guy and say, okay.
Hey, Adam, I got some luck dice for you. Your phone, a new phone's back in your pocket.
Yeah.
And the little spider bro is back.
It's just like,
He looks rather upset.
look, and I look at, is the app there?
Oh yeah, but he's kind of like beating it occasionally with a stick.
God fucking damn it. Okay, so breaking it isn't gonna work.
Sorry, Evan, continue.
Sorry, and he puts the phone back in his pocket and he'll say, okay, so clearly there's something you want from us. What do you want?
Are we not going to do introductions? Things of that nature.
If that's what you would like to do.
My name is Prodidar. It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Coincidentally, does anyone here have speak not language? Either does anyone here have speak language Greek or speak language Latin?
Nope, nope, and nope.
Not me.
Satoshi?
Oh yeah, no. Satoshi's only got Japanese.
Okay.
I was on Jasper though.
Would any of you care to, if any of you want to Google it, it is a word.
Oh man, that doesn't sound good.
He will smile. You can't tell, but you can see smiles in his eyes because he is wearing the mask. And he will say, please do take a seat.
So, Bentley will just have a seat, but keep his bum at the edge of the chair. And just kind of, hunker down and kind of have his hands on his laps, or arms on his laps.
I'm here because, frankly, you amuse me. I see you. He gestures at Satoshi, and he says, there's something odd about you. The strands of fate that bind mortals do not bind you so strongly. Why?
This is news to me. I've never heard such a thing.
You could be an instrument. How pleasing. Fate and fate's instrument.
It's kind of hard to hear you, Evan. I'm sorry.
Yes, that's because he talks in a really weird way, but yes, I will just hold my mic close to my face.
That'd be
Is
great.
this
Thanks, man.
somewhat better if I continue to do the voice?
Yes. It's much better.
You could be fate's instrument. Hironori Satoshi. I find that scintillating. It is more a matter of I wish to see those like you. You who are vested with the power of the Almighty. You who possess the godling spark. How wonderful. How truly wonderful.
I'm just kind of looking between Satoshi and Predatory, you said?
Yep.
Okay.
That's exactly what Ace is doing, and he's just kind of like gritting his teeth, like, oh god.
I am a proprietor of sorts. I make deals. And that is why you are here. So that you can know me. And I can know if there is anything you desire. I am happy to put a price on happiness, if that is what it is you wish. No. Possible.
Is Kim there?
Oh.
Yeah, I'm here. Sorry. Like, my computer just had, like, a massive lag spike, but I'm back.
Did you hear all the stuff I said about you being an instrument of fate and blah, blah, blah?
Oh, I heard the instrument of fate, and then it just kind of, like, really cut out, and when I got back, he was talking about, like, I'm a proprietor. Fuck that word, though, of deals.
Yes. So tell me, what is it that you desire?
I would like to know what is going on, but if that causes any deals to be made, I would want to know the terms and conditions beforehand. What is it going to cost me?
What is it exactly that you wish, Hironori Satoshi?
I wish to know what is going on with all of the wraiths.
Oh, we've got a dedicated wish.
Oh no!
Oh.
Oh no!
Why are
You know what?
doing
Look,
this?
look, I already lost one character to a demon. I will gladly do it again because I've got backups for my backups.
Well, good.
Right,
You're sitting in
so-
the room with one. What could possibly
5,
go wrong?
6, 8, 9. So that's 4 plus 5 is
All right,
9.
Grog, just let me know how good or bad it is, and I will tell her what happens. Because if it's good or bad, she might get things. She might not. Hilarity will ensue.
So that's going to be 9 dice with your wild magic included. Please roll 9 dice at difficulty 6.
Wild magic of the day.
Wait, me?
Yep.
Yep.
So
So
you just wished for something.
Oh no! Oh no! That's such a bad
What was
idea.
Kim? Just so I know, what was your exact wish?
He wants to know what's going on with all of the wraiths in the city and why they are acting the way that they are.
Okay.
Because he cares for the wraiths. They're his little baby.
Oh my
Ace.
god, is the thing gonna summon into the room?
Hashtag
Oh fuck no. Maybe.
10, wait, 10, not a 0. F. Oh, I put 5. That was my bad. I still got 3 successes though.
Okay.
It
Grog,
was
is
9
3
dice,
successes
though.
good or bad?
You can roll 3 more.
yeah, you got to roll 3 more.
You have 6.
That was only 1 success.
So 4 successes. That's pretty world-shattering event.
Okay.
So Evan, please rewind time and tell her what has happened, so that she can
Okay.
see it and no one else can in this room.
Okay.
How many times am I gonna fuck with Rachel? Guys, I don't like it.
Guys, can I get all of you to actually, with the exception of Grog, obviously, put down your headphones, and we will write in the chat when you can come back, because I would really like Kim to be able to tell you what she interprets as opposed to what you hear me say.
Very
That
well.
is totally fine.
Cool.
So just let us know when to put it back on the headphones.
No worries. Hi, Kim.
Hello.
All right, Kim. It feels as if every molecule in your body is ripped apart, as you feel the searing agony that only comes from rendering yourself into complete and utter oblivion. Have fun with that. You will have nightmares about this experience till the day you die. You are, however, momentarily after the blink of an eye, reconstituted, standing amid a slaughter ground. You see fresh blood on the floor. You see a number of men dressed in black, their mouths slavering blood from long fangs as they dispatch the last of the poor, helpless security men. Then you see a man who, unlike the others, is dressed in white, pure white, walk into the room. Golden jewelry hangs from his body. He's wearing an ornate black mask, the symbol of a jackal. He's wearing a mask with the face of a jackal and the symbol of a scarab beetle upon his forehead. All the others bow their heads to him in reverence before, in one smooth move, he smashes the bulletproof glass with a single blow and removes a beautiful, opalescent scarab beetle from within. Next, your mind is flung to a different corner of the city. You know you're still in the city, but where? Underground. You hear the sound of chanting. You hear them speak words of ancient magic, profane. The world itself appears to warp, appears to change, appears to mold around you. You feel the life energy or the energy of death being siphoned away from the wraiths, leaving them almost as if they were fish who lack water and are gagging for air, as all of that energy coalesces into a great black abyss at the center of which lays the scarab beetle. You perceive this all, the life force, the death energies, all being drawn in a cyclical spiral with crackling lightning all around, as dozens of voices chant out words of ancient, lost power before you snap back to the room. Did you get all that?
Yep, I got that.
You don't sound happy, Kim.
It's not gonna be good because now he's gonna be like, well, now I gotta go find this bitch and get like this fucking scarab beetle back, and that sounds like fucking boss battle. And
Boss battle.
he is not prepared for boss battles.
Can somebody just write in the side chat for people to come back, please, and thank you.
Okay. Adam
So
said he
for
was going to
the-
be right back.
Cool. We'll wait till he gets back. I'm just going to get a drink quickly.
I do not like this.
We all good.
Okay, I can hear. What's up?
Nothing good.
Okay.
Now Evan will be back here in a second.
Hey, surprise, there's a root beer left.
Oh, nice.
Satoshi got to protect the poor little wraiths.
Oh.
Wraiths. Okay, so from the rest of your guys' perspective, what you see is literally Satoshi actually physically, for a split second, turns to dust before reconstituting.
Bentley just goes, "Whoa, what the fuck?"
Ace is just kind of like, oh my god.
Is there a chair nearby?
I assumed you were sitting in a chair.
Okay, great. So Satoshi's just gonna fucking slump into the chair.
When I say you have the worst headache you've ever experienced, that's an understatement.
Oh man.
So I guess
So-
you figured out.
My bad.
So I guess you figured out what everything was that's been going on.
Is everything you okay, man?
Oh, don't talk
couldn't
so
have-
loud.
Okay. Is can we say that, does Bentley have Advil in his backpack?
Are
allergy
you the
medicine?
kind of person who traditionally would
No,
carry painkillers?
Yes, he is.
And yeah, you've got painkillers with you.
Okay, so I'll just give him some pain. He'll just take his backpack out and give him some painkillers.
Satoshi will take the whole bottle.
Whoa! He'll
Hey,
stop you from taking
He's
the whole
not
bottle.
going to take. He's not going to down the entire bottle, but he is going to take like 4,
Okay.
Okay.
which
that's-
is still kind of, close to overdosing. Because like, okay, what's the milligrams? Is it? I'm assuming it's 800, like most.
He'll just say, "Here, just take 3. Don't take more."
He'll take another one and have 4.
Okay. Don't drink and operate heavy machinery.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he'll take the pills away from Satoshi. He'll just say,
It's been so long since I've seen one of you open your eyes to the world. So breathtaking.
"It's seems like it's happening a lot lately."
Gotta get used to all the crazy. Psst.
Satoshi is just, he's not. He's trying to be as manly as he possibly can about it, but he's curling up in that fucking chair because his head hurts and he is not having a good day because he is reliving really horrible fucking experiences.
You know
Kim,
what?
I would like to point out, I will point out this for posterity. You did not just see them all die, you felt every one of them die.
Yup.
Have fun.
Ace remembers that Satoshi tends to have like just black coffee because every time he's been with Satoshi, he's seen him have black coffee and has eidetic memory. And he'll just kind of look at anybody. He's like, "Can somebody get him some like black coffee?"
As the door opens, you will see Satoshi's avatar is laying on the ground, convulsing in agony, while no one appears to care.
Whoa!
Oh my god!
I'm
Well,
actually gonna go.
Toshi just had a, huge thing, so
He'll actually go over to the avatar if he can see it and check if it's okay.
Oh, it's okay. How do you explain? Have you ever seen someone have a seizure?
Yes.
Yes.
It looks like somebody who's currently midway through a seizure.
Well, I guess he'll
Okay.
stand nearby just to be sure it's okay once the seizure's done.
Like if Ace can help, he'll like be like lifting up her head if he actually can do that.
No, when someone is having a seizure, lifting up their head is the last thing
Oh.
you want to do.
I just say,
Okay.
"Don't touch. No touchy. No touchy."
Just make sure she's not banging her head on something is what I'm saying.
No, what
Yeah.
it is when someone's having a seizure, you just kind of roll them onto their side so that way if they start throwing up, they don't asphyxiate on their vomit. You just kind of leave them. You don't even want to risk trying to stuff their mouth to stop them from biting their tongue because they might bite your fingers off.
Mm-hmm.
You just kind of roll them onto their side and push everything away so they don't hit anything and leave them until they're done.
I'm guessing we have to make a medicine roll to see. Actually,
Yeah.
No, because this isn't a human being.
Right.
You have no idea why it's doing this, and it doesn't. It's not bleeding or vomiting or anything of that matter. It just appears to be in shock or some kind of overrhythmic overload.
He'll just, tell Ace to just give it space. And I guess he'll be standing around. He'll look at the guy and go, "What?" I guess an explanation would be nice of what's going on here.
Did you do this?
No. Your friend did this.
Kim, he's going to walk up and he will put his hand on Satoshi's head. At which case, the pain melts away. And your avatar will stop convulsing.
That's good.
It kind of looks like it's sleeping now.
Bentley will kind of nod his head and leave the avatar alone and just kind of gesture his head to go back and have a seat.
I am happy to explain to you what it is that occurred. However, I sense that young Hiranori has something he wishes to say.
I understand what's going on with the Wraiths. There's a beetle, something that is stealing them away, in a sense. He just doesn't look like he can really say much more because it's very obvious that remembering it hurts horribly.
So it's this beetle thing. It's getting rid of them?
No, it's stealing their power away. In a horrible, gruesome way. Draining them.
And do you think this is linked to all the power outages and everything?
There's a really good possibility. If it's draining the power from Wraiths, I don't think electricity would be that far away.
Well, then I wish we could just, kill it. God.
Oh, God.
Oh, this is going to be paradoxical.
Oh, mother of Christ, okay.
Hold on. We're about to see a mage blow up.
Yeah. Based on his wording there, that's going to end hyper mega super sad.
Oh.
Roll 8 dice, please.
Man, I don't want to be covered in guts.
That's gonna be... What, you need to kill that, and you can't control any of this either. Difficulty 6.
Oh, 8 dice, difficulty 6. Okay.
Yep.
5 successes.
Oh.
No!
Alright,
Okay.
so
Okay.
Evan?
Grog, what was he trying to do?
he was trying to kill whatever was making this happen.
Oh, sweet
Yep.
zombie Jesus.
Alright,
Oh,
would you please,
sweet zombie Jesus. Okay.
would you
I
please
try not to laugh
narrate,
because my cat is on my lap.
yeah, please narrate what happens when a 8-die magical effect goes off.
Yep.
Treat this as if it was Arate 8 for all intents and purposes.
Okie dokie, artichoke. Okay. Satoshi. Hi.
Yeah.
Okay. Congratulations. But you know what happens when you've built up an incredible amount of energy just to have the foci of the incredible amount of energy shattered?
It's not good.
In yogurt. For a start, Mr. Bishop. Okay. You reach out a hand, and you essentially, with your hand, grasp the maelstrom. Do you know what the maelstrom is?
Oh no.
No.
You have essentially just drawn pure oblivion into yourself.
Oh God.
So read the
Okay.
side chat. He's still technically rescuable.
Not only that, but because of the immense amount of energy that was just released, it has knocked out the power in New York City. As in, the physical electrical grid has gone down.
No, this is more like New York, actually, I think.
Yes.
With 5 successes.
Yes, the state of New York. And Kim, with the exception of wraiths that are currently on your sheet as any kind of hindrance or benefit, he has wiped the Shadowland clean.
What? Oh. Did we just reactivate the Avatar Storm?
No, he didn't reactivate the Avatar Storm. What he did is he basically caused a mini maelstrom in the Shadowlands because they'd been building up energy and they had a huge amount of necromantic energy that they were building up for a specific purpose, and then all of a sudden it just shattered and was dissipated. Basically, it's like what happens when you break a circuit when the circuit's hypercharged.
Oh no.
He didn't know this was gonna happen.
Bro, that's all my dude does is deal with wraiths. What am I supposed to? There are no wraiths anymore.
They'll slowly start coming back.
They'll slowly start coming back, but he has ended hundreds, if not thousands, of souls.
Did I kill Francis?
No.
No,
Francis
is on
is
her
on a
sheet.
sheet. Yeah.
As is
Okay.
the Spectre, actually.
Damn it.
Yeah. So, yes. I'm actually going to end the scene here because I sense myself and Grog need to talk.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay, the last thing.
Actually,
anyone-
Yeah, actually, I'd like to narrate this. The last thing everyone sees of our good friend Ace is his skin ripped from his body, his eyes plucked out by some mysterious force, and then the lights start blinking, and then he's gone.
Thank you,
What?
players, for playing. Thank you, watchers, for watching. Holy shit, Jim.
What
I will-
the fuck?